to my April reading wrap-up. So I only finished Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire this month. I was only reading this before bed because I didn't want to take it to work with me. But, I mean, yes, obviously just wonderful and perfect, and it's really nice to be rereading it because it's been a while since my last reread. Next book that I read was Laura Esquivel's The Lot of Love. I read Like Water for Chocolate last year, I believe, or maybe 2 years ago, and I loved it so much. And then I read The Lot of Love this year. I really like how Laura Esquivel kind of mixes mediums, which is great. This comes with a CD, so you can listen to music at certain points while reading the book, which I thought was really neat. I was reading this mostly at work, but then I found the soundtrack on YouTube and I listened to it that way. I didn't listen always to the song at the right moment, so I would backtrack and listen to it then. This is kind of like dystopian, romance, science fiction. It's a whole bunch of blending of genres. Also, there's illustrated bits, so it's a novel, a graphic novel, and there's music that goes along with it, which I thought was a really cool blending of mediums, and I like how Laura Esquivel kind of plays with her work, adding elements that you wouldn't usually find in a book. I love that. I really enjoyed this book. I thought it was really interesting. The last book that I'll be talking about today is Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka. I listened to an audiobook version of this that I found on Spotify. So recently I discovered that there's some audiobooks on Spotify, and so I wanted to listen to something, and I thought, hey, I own this. Maybe I'll listen to it part way and read part way. I ended up just listening to it. The version that I found was not I would not suggest it because the recording is very robotic. At first I was like, oh, this sounds awful, I'm not gonna listen to it, but then I had already listened to like 10 minutes of it and I was like, no, this could work. It was my first audiobook experience. Not necessarily the best, but there's other audiobooks on Spotify that don't sound this crappy. Besides that, this is an interesting little read. I've never read anything by Kafka before, and I've been wanting to read this for a while. So yeah, there's a bunch of other audiobooks on Spotify. There's like a bunch of Sherlock Holmes, and they sound much better. I just kind of listened to a bit of one. You know, you just have to like search around, see what you want to listen to, and see if you like the recording. So that's what I read this month. It's a short little video. Let me know what you've read this month and if you like audiobooks, because it's my first audiobook listening experience, and I actually do own an audiobook. I just haven't listened to it yet because I find it hard to find times when I can listen to it but also like be doing, because I find like I can't be doing nothing because then my mind wanders and I totally missed what I'm listening to, but I need to be doing something. I don't know, tell me what you do when you're listening to audiobooks, if you listen to audiobooks. Yeah, that's it. Bye guys.